All right, lean in for a second. This is one of those moments where you realize your living room has been waiting for an upgrade you couldn't quite name. The TCL QM6K has that effect almost immediately. Before anything else, it's worth checking the current price and availability, because screens in this class tend to shift fast once people catch on. This is for the kind of person who doesn't just watch content, but settles into it. You care about atmosphere. You notice when brightness feels flat or motion feels off. You've outgrown TVs that technically work but never fully pull you in. And once you experience this level of clarity and scale, going back feels like shrinking your world again. You probably knew it was time the last time you watched a big movie or game and felt underwhelmed. The scene was epic, but the impact wasn't. Highlights looked dull, motion felt slightly smeared, and you kept adjusting settings instead of enjoying the moment. That's when it hits you, recompensating for your TV instead of letting it do its job. Living with this screen changes that fast. You turn it on and the room feels different. Bright scenes have punch without washing out. Dark scenes keep their depth. Motion feels steady and intentional, especially during sports or fast-paced gaming. There's a sense of relief when you realize you don't have to tweak constantly anymore. Think about real use. Movie nights suddenly feel cinematic, with mini LED contrast making shadows and highlights pop the way you expected them to. Sports feel smoother and more lifelike, like the action finally matches the scale of the screen. Gaming feels responsive and clean, with motion that keeps up with you instead of blurring behind you. Even casual streaming looks better than it has any right to. What stands out isn't just the size, it's how balanced everything feels. Brightness has confidence. Colors feel rich without being overdone. Sound fills the space in a way that surprises you, especially if you reused to thin, empty TV audio. It's the kind of performance you feel, not analyze. If you read even halfway considering it, don't wait on random price swings or stock changes. This is one of those upgrades people circle back to after trying to save a little and ending up unsatisfied. You might hesitate, wondering if a screen this big is too much. That doubt disappears the first night you sit back and realize this is exactly how your space was meant to feel. And the surprise benefit? You stop scrolling on your phone during shows because the screen actually holds your attention. The picture feels powerful, motion feels controlled and smooth, the room feels more cinematic. You look forward to watching again. Everything feels intentionally upgraded. It needs space to truly shine. Once you adjust, smaller TVs feel limiting. At some point, you stop comparing endlessly and choose the display you already knew you wanted. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay and quietly regret later. Check the price, see if it's available, and give your living room the screen it's been waiting for.